Welcome to StatLab statcrunch videos. In this video, you're going to be learning how to graph your quantitative data sets using stem leaf plots and dot plots. So first, I like to sort my data so I can see my data here. I'm going to sort it, text messages, compute. And once my data is sorted, I'm going to go ahead and graph the stem and leaf. So in a stem and leaf, you have to separate each number, each entry, into a stem and into a leaf. For example, let me go ahead and change this here. I have 78, so I'm going to separate it into a stem, which is 7, and a leaf, which is 8. If I have 105, my stem is going to be 10, and my leaf is going to be 5. I have 3 109s here, so my stem is going to be a 10 and my leaves are going to be 9, 9, and 9. So if I have 118, my stem is going to be 11 and my leaves are 8, 8, and 8. But the way we do it here is a slight variation of a stem and leaf. So what exactly happens in a stem and leaf is the stem and leaf plot is similar to your histogram, but the advantage is you have your data in front of you. To construct a stem and leaf, the stems have to be on the left hand side and the leaves have to be on the right hand side. Now let's go ahead and graph it so we can take a look at our stem and leaf plot. Graph, stem and leaf. You can pick any data here. I'm going to pick the text message. The other one is exactly the same, but it's in a sorted version. I'm going to click compute. And when you see that, your stems are on your left hand side and your leaves are on your right hand side. You should have as many leaves as your entries. So now if I have 78, my stem is 7 and my leaf is 8. 112, I have 3 112s. So my stem is 11 and I have 3 leaves of 112. Okay, and if you look at the data, my data starts at 78 and ends at 159, and I have every data value in here. Now this is a slight variation of your stem and leaf. You have 2 rows of stems instead of 1. So the first row uses numbers from 1 to 4. Like if you have 80 to 84, that would go under the first stem, and from 85 to 89 would go under the second stem. Okay, so in this one you list your stem twice and your leaves 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 go in the first stem row and your leaves 5, 6, 7, 8 go in the second row. For example, I have 112 to 119. So 112 to 114 go in the first row and 116 to 119 go in the second row. See, 112 go in the first row and these go in the second row. Alright, now moving on to the which is going to be the dot plot. So I'm going to go ahead and click on dot plot, and you can pick either one of them. I'm just going to pick the text and I'm going to pick the smallest size here so they don't overlap, and I'm going to click continue. And if you see that the dot plot is a variation of stem and leaf, but every dot represents a data entry. So if I have a 78, I have 178, one dot that represents number 78. And here, if I have 3 112s, you see that I have 3 112s right here. And if I have 3 119s, then I have 3 119s just before 120 right here. Okay, so hope this helps.